Hello, dear listeners. First, I want to say thanks to everyone who clicked subscribe and is choosing to either sync with the show while they watch a movie or play it at 4 times speed in the car because they know the film so well. I started off in 2016 with about 5 listeners, and now, well, I know I've got more than 6. The podcast community has grown enormously since then, and I'm aware that you have to choose what you want to listen to, and you're choosing to listen to an episode of the Super 70. A sincere thank you. Anyway, a couple of things that are changing going forward. First is the numbering convention. I didn't think that it would be a big deal at the time when I did my first special report, but last season I had so many special reports that I don't feel that they are special anymore. So this is more for window dressing than anything else, but I'm going to start numbering the special reports after the previous commentary episode. For example, the next episode I'm going to drop is a commentary. That will be episode 31. After that, I have 2 not so special anymore reports. That will be episode 31.1 and 31.2. The next commentary will be, you guessed it, episode 32. I picked this up from Mike Duncan's Revolutions podcast, which makes it very helpful in dividing that very varied series.
Jefe, what is a plethora?
This way, the show will still be organized into 10-episode seasons or decades, like it always has been. Each decade has a theme. The in-between episode will just be filled with the regular nonsensical bullshit they always have been filled with, but the podcast feed won't be filled with 30 commentaries and 30 episodes labeled Special Report. Other than that, the other changes are pretty minuscule. I'm off Twitter, like a lot of people are. I try not to get into politics on this show unless it pertains to the film as a source or a reading, so I'm not going to get into that here. I was interacting with a lot of you that way, though, so please find me on Instagram or email me direct at thatdylandavis@gmail.com. Thank you very much for all your very nice reviews that you're leaving on all your podcast feeds, including Apple, etc. Lastly, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering when I'm going to monetize this and start playing commercials.
Money never sleeps, pal.
Well, I'm not. I'm very afraid that if I introduce commercials, first, it'll turn you off like it does a lot of people. Secondly, I don't want to choose a format in which the commercial is playing in the middle of a commentary because then the sync will be completely thrown off and be really, really worthless. I do have a Patreon, but I use it to donate to other podcasters that I enjoy and believe in. I am wholly for the Patreon system and supporting the podcast industry. It's how capitalism works, but no advertisers on the Super 70, and I hope that I can keep it that way. No shade to my homies who do things differently. I want to make that clear. Thanks again to you for listening with patience and understanding, and for not sending me hate mail or death threats. My love to you all.
But did the combat seem real to guys who actually knew what it was like in those movies with John Wayne and all?
Oh, well, combat's a very personal thing. I don't think 2 people will agree on anything in combat, so I think for the theatrical audience, they were doing the best they could at the time. Yeah. I mean, nobody wanted to see a newsreel, of true death and destruction, so it's much better to do it theatrically, which is less painful.
Yeah.